Hey everybody, it's Annette. I wanted to touch base today. I've been reading a book. I've been thinking about doing these things before for other books that I read, and I think I'm just going to start doing it. I love to read, and if I find something that I really like that touches me, I'm going to start sharing it with everybody. So I love to read. I have books kind of everywhere. As I'm getting older, I'm trying to go through some of that I've amassed, and I have the ones that I keep. Okay, they're not going to go anywhere. But then I have other ones that I read, and then I'm going to pay it forward to others. This one is 90 Minutes in Heaven, a true story of life and death. It is by Don Piper, and he had help with this from a friend, Cecil Murphey. I think I picked up this book. I have a basket in the bedroom that just has an assortment of books in there. And when I get through one, I'll either decide I'm going to keep it or I'll pay it forward. Most of what's in that basket will be pay it forward books that I'm just going through and reading them. The ones that I plan to keep, I usually have on a bookshelf. And again, this is another thing with being a little OCD. Stephen King has his own shelf. And then Suzanne Collins and oh gosh, I can't think of the lady who wrote the Twilight sagas. And I know you're probably like, everything that you were thinking about listening to me about this book is probably thrown out the window. I do like fiction, and I do like real books, real stories, and inspirational stories, and things that will help me. So it's been almost 2 weeks since the car accident, and I've been navigating through the emotions to where we are going to go look for a car. I've kind of narrowed it down to two I'm interested in, midsize. I'm just going to go see what they look like. I don't want to pay to have one transferred to the car lot till I actually sit in one and see which one is a better fit for me, what I feel comfortable in. See for myself. I know it shows the pictures, but I want to see what it has in it and how it feels being in the car. So I hope that makes sense to other people who go looking for cars. But this one, 90 Minutes in Heaven, I picked this book up still dealing with pain, but it was worse at the time. And I thought, I want to read this. I think this will resonate with me. And it really did. I highly recommend this book. This man, if you've never read it, 90 Minutes in Heaven, he talks about a car accident where his car was literally, it was on a bridge, and then there was a semi coming the opposite direction, and it went over into his lane and basically went over his car. If I'm understanding correctly, it doesn't even look like a car when you see the post-accident photos of the vehicle. They did have to use the jaws of life to get this man out. But Don Piper, after his accident, they had pronounced him dead. There was no pulse or anything. And in that 90 minutes that he was declared dead before a friend came to pray for him, and then he came back, he talks about his experience in heaven for 90 minutes. And it's really beautiful. And the emotions that he goes through when he is brought back from heaven is revived from his friend praying for him, and they realize, oh, we got a live one here, and they get him out of the car. They didn't think his friend was serious at first, and they were like, he's dead. And the friend convinced him, this man is singing, because he started singing, what a friend we have in Jesus. And then the man in the car, Don, started singing it too as he was coming to. So it talks all about his horrible, horrible, crippling bodily injuries, all the pain he endured while he was in the hospital. And even enduring that pain, they didn't know that he was going to even make it. They were working with something they had not really worked with before. His body was so broken and so mangled, and he would get infections and all these close calls. This man is a walking miracle, and I think he was allowed to return after that 90 minutes that he was not present in the body to tell his story and share, because it talks about the different people that he has spoken with and the ones that he knows that he inspired. He does not know anything about how he inspired me, because when my pain did peak, I was like, this hurts. My car is more than likely totaled. This is a great inconvenience to me. I'm feeling my feelings and sorry about the dogs. I don't know what they're losing their mind over. But it was very inspirational to me, because I'm like, I didn't go through anything like this. What I went through is traumatic and personal, but his is such a unique story that I really recommend this book. And I'm probably going to cut this video short because I don't know why they're losing their minds. So I'm going to go see maybe their daddy's home. But highly recommend it. Again, the name of the book is 90 Minutes in Heaven, a true story of death and life by Dawn Piper. I will be paying this forward to someone. I'm going to put this in the free pantry, knowing that whoever God wants to read this next, it's going to go into their hands. And if not the first time, maybe as they pay it forward and pass it on to someone else, that it will help them. So this is a very beautifully written book. I just could feel his agony and his anguish through these pages, his desire to just die so he could go back to heaven. But then that prayer wasn't getting answered. So he came to the acceptance that he had more work to do, even though he lives with chronic pain every day. So this story really inspired me, and it helped me through a difficult time. So I hope if you read it that you get something out of it. The other thing I'm going to do, I have made an appointment through our employee assistance program, because I did have to do my statement today with my insurance. We're trying to get the car parts settled. So I had to make my statement, and I realized in making my statement how nervous I was getting and how my hands started shaking. And I've kind of known this in the back of my mind that I would probably need someone to talk this out with, and having to receive the mail like every day. I'm starting to get those insurance letters, and this needs to be done, this needs to be done, and then making a statement and getting this process going that I never asked for to begin with, but just getting it going. I want someone to talk it out with. So I have reached out, and I do have a video conference appointment next week. And I look forward just to talking through some of the trauma and some of the PTSD from that, and to be in a better mental place as far as like being in a car again. Like I said, I don't know that I'll be able to go to compact cars, at least not now. And I still have triggers whenever I'm in the truck with my husband and I'm in the passenger side. And even though he's got a big truck, but when I see other cars coming in the opposite direction, it's like mini triggers, no matter where we're going. So that's telling me, like, your body talks to you when you're hurting physically. Well, your mind also talks to you when you're hurting mentally. So I think it's going to be very cathartic and very healing to just have that person to talk with. We'll have, I think, 6 to 10 free visits. I mean, honestly, if you have that at work, please take advantage of that if you ever need to. I've done it on a number of occasions, and it has really helped me through some difficult times. So between the book and the EAP recommendation, I wish you health, happiness, wellness, and I hope you enjoyed the dogs singing the songs of their people. Love y'all. Have a great weekend.